Hello, and welcome to Retrocognition, the show where we look at some of the best and worst in sci-fi and fantasy. I'm your host, the Retcog, and happy Halloween! Let's talk zombies. Shambling hordes of animated corpses driven by desire to feast on human flesh, or in some cases, just the brains. Made famous by George Romero's 1968 film Night of the Living Dead, and kept around by its sequels, remakes, and an assortment of similar movies of varying quality. Zombies have certainly retained some popularity, as seen in more recent fare such as World War Z or the TV series The Walking Dead. Of course, film and television aren't the only media that these things appear in. They're also prone to showing up in video games, and at some point the two intersect. And that brings us to today's movie. So let's take a look at Resident Evil.
Released in 2002 and based on the popular video game series.
And yes, I know that movies based on video games don't exactly have the best track record.
The movie follows a security team as they investigate an incident that occurred in a secret facility operated by a mysterious corporation.
I'm sure it's nothing serious.
Our movie starts off with
Aw, sometimes I hate it when you can't skip the opening cinematic.
At the beginning of the 21st century, the Umbrella Corporation had become the largest commercial entity in the United States. 9 out of every 10 homes contain its products. Its political and financial influence is felt everywhere. In public, it is the world's leading supplier of computer technology, medical products, and healthcare.
And party supplies.
Unknown even to its own employees, its massive profits are generated by military technology, genetic experimentation.
What, no giant robots?
Weaponry.
Screw that. We cut to a mysterious individual in a hazmat suit placing 2 different sets of vials containing an unknown substance into a carrying case. Man, that guy must make a killing at those claw games at the carnival. Our mystery person throws one of the blue vials, releasing its contents into the ventilation system as he makes his getaway, resulting in the following.
This water isn't going anywhere! What? It's a sealed room!
What is that?
Man, first they get rid of Casual Fridays, and then this happens.
We then cut to
I'll be in my bunk.
This is Alice. She wakes up in a mansion, seemingly unaware of where she is. However, she does come across evidence that implies that she lives there and is married. But as she continues to explore the big spooky house, she gets grabbed from behind as a squad of commandos suddenly break in through the windows.
That is one overzealous home security company.
The commandos are actually a special security team that was sent in by the Umbrella Corporation to investigate what happened at the beginning of the movie. The commanding officer orders Alice to report, but she doesn't know anything about what's going on or even who she is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sir, the house's primary defenses have been activated. She's probably still suffering the side effects.
Really? Looks like we're off to a good start here.
They take Alice and the other guy, a police officer named Matt, down into a hidden station under the mansion and take a train to the Hive.
And what is the hive, you ask?
The hive itself is located underground, deep beneath the streets of Raccoon City. A top-secret research facility owned and operated by the Umbrella Corporation. The hive houses over 500 technicians, scientists, and support staff. They live and work underground. Their research is of the highest importance. Its nature is classified.
What he said.
While en route to the hive, they find a man on the train who also appears to be suffering memory loss like Alice. They reach the entrance to the hive, and it's revealed to Alice and the other guy that, like the security squad, they work for the Umbrella Corporation, and that they guard the mansion, which is a secret entrance to the hive, with being married nothing more than a cover story.
Security operatives placed there to protect that entrance.
What about this?
Your marriage is a fake. Just part of your cover to protect the secrecy of the hive.
And the whole memory loss thing?
The hive has its own defense mechanisms, all computer controlled. A nerve gas was released into the house. Primary effect of the gas, complete unconsciousness, lasting anything up to 4 hours. Secondary effects are varied, but can include acute memory loss.
Like I said, we're off to a good start here.
They make their way into the hive only to have their intended route blocked off by labs that are sealed off and flooded. So they check their map screen and take a path through Dining Hall B.
Oh good, maybe I can find some health packs or some extra ammo there. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need those.
They enter Dining Hall B and find some of the oddest vending machines ever. Alice takes a look inside one of them and...
I get the feeling those aren't vending machines.
They arrive at the room just outside where the Red Queen, the AI that operates the hive and is responsible for killing everyone in the facility and sealing it off, is housed. They get the door to the Red Queen's chamber open, and the CO and 3 others head in with a device designed to shut down the computer when suddenly...
Some kind of dormant defense mechanism. We must have tripped it when we opened the door.
Put it back to sleep.
Working on it.
Things quickly go from bad to worse. The beams take out the first 3, leaving only the CO, as they desperately try to shut down the defenses. Oh, that is just cheating!
I'm sure they managed to shut it down in time, right? I mean, this guy has shown himself to be pretty cool, and you don't want to kill him off now, right?
Alice and the remaining security guy proceed into the room with the Red Queen and begin to set up the device to shut the computer down.
Get out, you can't be in here.
She tries to warn them against shutting her down.
I wouldn't advise this. Disabling me will result in loss of primary power.
Say anything to stop us from shutting her down.
You know, even if you don't trust her, you might want to at least consider asking her what happened before you deactivate her.
So despite her warnings, they go ahead and do it anyway.
Implore away.
Please? You're all going to die down here.
This is not going to end well.
They rejoin with the others who stayed behind in Dining Hall B as they're being attacked by flesh-eating zombies.
Hold on a sec. They're in a room referred to as a dining hall, and they're being attacked by zombies. I see what you did there.
They manage to fight them off long enough to make an escape, and Alice and Matt slip away and...
Oh, god damn it.
While searching for him, Alice encounters this little nod to the video game. She escapes from the zombie dog and... Oh, you have got to be kidding me. She quickly dispatches them and...
Okay, that bit of suspenseful music seemed unnecessary and completely out of place.
We cut to Matt, who's snooping around one of the offices.
See you Monday.
He sees someone that he recognizes.
I'm pretty sure you know what comes next.
Alice saves him, and upon looking at the body, has a sudden flash of memory, showing that she knows this person.
I can help you get the virus. I have access to security codes, surveillance plans, the works.
Matt explains that she's his sister, and that he sent her in as part of a plan to gather evidence to prove that the Umbrella Corporation has been engaged in illegal research, and that she had a contact on the inside.
Gee, I wonder who that could have been.
They regroup with the others.
The ones that are still alive, that is.
To make matters worse...
What? What's wrong? We don't have much time.
You know those glass doors we passed on the way in from the mansion? They seal shut in just under an hour.
So Alice decides to reactivate the Red Queen to find a way out.
It's not a good idea.
She'll know a way out of it. Tell us what the hell is going on down here.
Okay, now you decide to ask what happened? Maybe you should have thought about that before you shut her off.
She explains the virus and that she sealed off the hive and killed everyone inside in order to keep it from spreading to the outside world.
The T-virus escaped into the air conditioning system, and an uncontrolled pattern of infection began. The virus is protean, changing from liquid to airborne to blood transmission, depending on its environment. It is almost impossible to kill. I couldn't allow it to escape from the hive, so I took steps. I can't allow you to leave. One scratch from these creatures is sufficient, and then you become one of them.
Still doesn't explain why she had to gas the security personnel with a substance that causes memory loss.
They use a hatch in the Red Queen's chamber to climb down into some service tunnels to escape.
And cue the zombies in. 5, 4, 3, 2...
There they are. They manage to escape by climbing onto the pipes above them and crawl to an opening, but not before being separated from another member of the party. Alice tells Matt she remembers that she was his sister's contact within Umbrella.
How do you know all this?
Because I was going to steal it. I was your sister's contact.
You betrayed her.
I don't know.
You caused all
I can't
of
remember.
this. Truth.
Don't remember the truth.
She then proceeds to look for the antivirus in order to cure Rain, Michelle Rodriguez's character.
Wait a minute. They established that the T-virus is transmitted through a bite. When was she bitten? Oh, right. Jeez, how is she not a zombie already?
She goes to where the antivirus is stored and... Ah, son of a bitch. Train guy, who we learned is named Spence, has a sudden flashback of his own where we learned that Alice did not betray Matt's sister, and that he was the one who stole the T-virus and caused the outbreak in the hive.
Gee, what a surprise.
He gets attacked by a zombie and locks everyone inside the lab and makes his getaway.
I can't believe that son of a bitch is gonna get away with this.
I don't think so. I've been a bad, bad girl.
Ooh, crap. That doesn't sound good.
Spence makes it back to the train and prepares to inject himself with the antivirus when he's attacked and killed by another nod to the video game that was let into the station by the Red Queen. She offers them the code to unlock the lab door, but only if they kill Rain.
I can give you the code, but first you must do something for me.
What do you want?
One of your group is infected. I require her life for the code. You don't have any choice. Don't do it now! I can't kill her now. Please. Do it. Do it. Kill her now.
Come on. All the cool kids are doing it.
So the last security guy remotely fries the Red Queen with a failsafe they installed when they reactivated her, which unlocks the door. They get to the train station, kill zombie stands, escape on the train, and inject Rain and the other guy with the antivirus while making a quick escape before the hive is sealed off.
So that's it? I can't help but think there's something missing. Something important.
Oh, that's right. The boss battle. But there's one thing standing between him and the release button.
If only you'd listened to the computer, this wouldn't be a problem.
They get back to the mansion, but Matt starts to suffer from some reactions from some scratches he got from the monster on the train.
You're infected. You'll be okay. I'm not.
Alice prepares to administer the cure when she's interrupted by a bunch of guys in hazmat suits who take them away, but not before we get this little teaser for the game fans.
He's mutating. I want him in the Nemesis program.
Alice wakes up in a hospital room and steps outside to this little bit of sequel bait.
So that was Resident Evil. Final thoughts?
Well, to be honest, I find it hard to see this as an adaptation of a video game, since there's not a lot in common with the source material, with the exception of the signature monsters and the use of the Umbrella Corporation and the T-Virus as part of the setup for the events that occur in this movie, which can be seen as a good or a bad thing depending on your perspective. It does manage to create some suspense early on, and has some decent action scenes, although some of them seem kinda quick. The makeup for the zombies was decent, but the CG for the monster, not so much. If you're a longtime fan of the Resident Evil game series, then chances are you've already seen it. If you're a fan and haven't seen it, well, you might find it disappointing. If you're not a fan of the games, you might find it an entertaining action horror movie, and in all honesty, as far as movies based on video games go, it's not the worst made.
And it did do well enough that they did in fact make a sequel. 4 of them to be precise, which we might take a look at some point in the future, but not right now. We've got something very special coming up, so join us next time as we... Oh, for the love of... I was really hoping this wasn't going to happen. So that's all for this edition of Retrocognition. I'm your host, Retrocog, and thanks for watching. Now, if you'll excuse me... Alright, you Romero rejects, you want to eat something? Eat this! That's right, cafeteria is open, line forms to the left. Hey, no cutting.